heartbreak and letdown. It's not going to happen. Today is the day 7/14/14. We all got our hopes up. We all really sort of thought that it might really happen, and it's not going to. I think a lot of people also got it right off the bat, noticing what the date was and noticing what happened last year with Ultimate Warrior. I believe they said that his video was released on 7/13/13, and they were just going to play off that and release the new video game. I guess Sting is going to be the legend that is going to be doing the first commercial to push the WWE 2015 video game. I've talked about this in the past. I mean, like, when the Ultimate Warrior did the video game, I think that a lot of people saw that this was going to lead to him going into the Hall of Fame. I think that, it was a big deal when Macho Man Randy Savage made his sort of return in the video when he launched the Mattel, what were those called? The brand of figures where they threw back to the past. They were a little bit taller. I thought I had one sitting up on my shelf there, but I can't see which one is. But I think a lot of people saw that, Macho Man, this was his way of sort of, getting back in with the company. Hopefully, he would be going into the Hall of Fame. It was too bad because of Macho Man's death. We never got to see that come to light. I think my dreams were crushed today when I got the news. I was driving to work early this morning, and I was listening to Wrestling Observer Radio, and they brought up the fact that, Brian Alvarez asked Dave, do you have any Sting news for tomorrow night? He basically just said the people that are going to watch Raw tomorrow to see Sting, they're not going to be let down. But he said the news that he has not signed his WWE deal. He didn't say if it was on WWE's end or if it was on Sting's end, what was holding it up. He's not under contract. He's not a Legends wrestler. He's not a under contract wrestler. He's nothing. And maybe at this time, maybe that's what WWE's trying to figure out, is what deal they want to put him under. One that just sort of, says, you're with us, we're going to make some DVDs, we're going to make some t-shirts, we're going to make some money together, but we don't want you in our ring. Or maybe WWE's trying to figure out, do we want to put you in our ring? Do we want to put you on pay-per-view? Do you think that we can squeeze the last few dollars out of Sting wrestling out on TV? It just, I was really hoping that this was going to be something that sort of, sparked the interest. He said that, Dave Meltzer said that we were going to get to see him. So I'm guessing that it's just going to be the video game commercial, or, like last year, Warrior came crashing through the office and he was throwing people around and, yelling at people in the sort of Ultimate Warrior voice. But the funny thing is, when I think about Sting, I know that he did end up talking a lot, but, the iconic sort of, way that I remember Sting was just the whole deal that he was doing, when he was sort of in that weird spot where he wasn't with WCW and he wasn't with the NWO. He called himself a free agent, but he definitely wasn't going one way or the other. He would come down and he would tease that he would join the NWO every once in a while, but he definitely wasn't going to accept Lex Luger's friendship after, Lex and him had been friends for so long, and Lex had sort of thought that he had turned his back on WCW and joined the NWO. That was too much of a pain in order for Sting to forgive that. So he would just really come down and point the bat. So, I mean, like, Sting used to talk a lot in TNA when he would sort of get all, like, in WCW too, he'd put his fists up and he'd get real loud, and that was the way Stinger talked and did promos. That's not going to work for me. That's not going to sell me a video game. I pre-ordered the game a few years ago just to get the Stone Cold Steve Austin autograph. Last year I was going to get the Undertaker box and then just realized, I don't need an Undertaker autograph. I've already got, 3 plaques of his signed on my wall, a few in the closet, so one more Undertaker piece of paper isn't going to, make my life. I don't know. I can't tell you for sure that I'm not going to buy the game. Maybe they'll come out with a special edition box and it's signed by John Cena, Daniel Bryan, Steve Austin and The Rock, and that's something that you have to buy. Or maybe they just won't try that hard this year. But I don't know. I'm going to say more than likely I'm not going to end up buying the video game. A little bit let down. I'm still looking forward to watching Raw. I don't get to see Raw live that often, and I'm home because I worked the early shift today. So I'm a little bit sort of like, it would have been better if Sting would have been there. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Peace out, everybody.